If you are married here, raise your hand. Do you have problems or not? You have problems, no? Many. I am not married. I have problems. I'm telling you honestly. How many of you have one spouse? Raise your hand. Some of you are thinking, I know that. Because I saw the Metro movie. Alright? You are inevitable, but suffering is optional. So therefore, when you have a problem, don't look at a problem as a nuisance. In fact, you should get excited when you have a problem. Wow, I have a problem now. Like a sportsman, you know, sportsman? Right? Just imagine. See, once there was an industrialist, a philanthropic person who constructed a beautiful stadium, invited the football giants. Everybody was happy, congratulating the industrialist. His only son was sitting like a castor oil looking face. You know what is castor oil face? An oil is very bitter. In India, South India, they give us a form of purgative. Some people smile, is like castor oil. They'll keep. Smiling is giving income tax to the government, that type of feeling. So the fathers looked at the son and said, son, why do you look so sad? The son said, Daddy, I never knew you were such a great kanjus. The father was stumped, son, I've spent millions of dollars and you're calling me a miser? He says, Daddy, I know you spent millions of dollars. Look, Daddy, look. The father says, that's what I'm doing, son, I'm looking. He says, look, Daddy, 22 players in this hot sun are desperately, frantically running after one ball. Can't you be a little more generous in donating some more balls? Just imagine a football match, 22 players, 22 balls. The fun of the game of football is 22 players are one ball. It is challenging. Right, that adds fun, isn't it? So if you have a sportsman attitude, there is problem. Right? He takes the ball away. You go. You increase your enthusiasm. You increase your passion. You increase your effectiveness to go get the ball. So therefore, in fact, the ball taking away here and there adds fun and spice and variety and challenge to your kind of energy to go. And it's good. Therefore, you have fun with the problem. You have to change your attitude. Then your altitude will change. It's fun to have a problem. Everybody is going to have problems. So once you say it's fun to have a problem, not that you invite a problem, but it's fun to have a problem. When you do that, then you will see your hasya rasa. Hasya means harsha, joy will increase. You'll feel very happy. If your wife is bugging you, inside you'll see how beautifully she's bugging me. Right? You will learn how to really bring joy, and therefore treat a problem not as a nuisance. Treat a problem as a joy, as a challenge, as a creative invitation. It's a creative invitation to be a part of a solution rather than victim to a problem. If you take your hasya rasa, hasya means joy will increase first. And once your joy increases, I tell you, as whatever your thing is, your fuel, you can speed up the drive, because when joy is increasing, it's fun. If you look at my schedule, I'm so busy traveling throughout the world, but I always say, my God, it's joy talking to people. It's fun talking to people. When you do that, the energy levels are increased. So first is hasya rasa. All of you repeat. Second rasa in the Indian classical dance is called adbhuta. Say, all of you. Adbhuta means what? Wonderment. Adbhuta is wonderment, Right? Our rishis tell us your adbhuta means your wonderment should increase. In management, I'll say your wow should increase. All of you say wow? Wow should increase. But I've seen people, Rabindranath Tagore simply sees a dewdrop on a lotus leaf. Poetry comes out. Simple dewdrop on a lotus leaf. The other person sees Niagara Falls and dysentery comes out. अरे unnecessary पानी इधर waste हो रहा है, हमारा नागपुर में पानी ही नहीं है. He gets this one. Rabindranath Tagore simply dewdrop. Poetry comes out. Have you seen some people? No wonderment at all. Like a bulldog look they have. They look at a buffalo, they look at Aishwarya Roy, both are same for them. Thoda fark hi nahi hai. I've seen some people, my God, there's no wow in them. Really? Please, no criticism to anybody, okay? Just an example. Right? A North Indian, a Punjabi comes all the way to South India. That to Madras. Punjabi comes to Madras and he was shocked to see there were shairi sessions going on in Madras. अरे ये पंजाबी इतना खुश हो गया, संतुष्ट हो गया. अरे मद्रासी लोग अभी हिंदी सीख रहे. आनंद की बात है, उल्लास की बात है, because Madrasis were against Hindi. इतना खुश होकर he gets into the Narada Gayana Sabha. 1,000 people and the Madrasi with dhoti, namam and a plug behind. He's saying a shairi, dabba pe dabba. And all Madrasis, wow, 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 wow. This Punjabi got confused. ये क्या शायरी है, डब्बा पे डब्बा, इसकी वाह वाह क्या बात है? Maybe कुछ आगे कुछ होगा शायरी. And he says, then this man says, Amidi, Amidi, calm down, calm down. He says, dabba pe dabba, us pe dabba. And everybody with their dhotis are jumping. And some of them fold their dhotis also. There is more exhibition than inhibition. You want to get a taste of it? Go and see Rajnikant's movie now. The Boss. Wow, people get. Alright, so this Punjabi is utterly confused. Generally he is confused, but here he got more confused. When they come to South India, more confused, you know. Because you go to a shop in Madras, you ask for a coffee, they give you coffee in this much. But in Punjab, this much they drink. He says, ye kya hai? So then you know that this man's BP was going up. 15 minutes, ek hi ala pe dabba pe dabba pe dabba pe dabba, and everybody wah 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 wah, they're jumping on the chairs. This Punjabi pulls the person next to me and says, "Arey kya shairi hai? What is this shairi? 15 minutes only dabba pe dabba ja raha hai." And the Madrasi says, "Chodo yaar shairi, who's bothered with shairi?" Then what is this wah wah wah? Arey dekho kya balance hai, dekho na dabba pe dabba. Kya shairi dekh rahe, balance dekho na. जब आपका भीतर अद्भुत रस हो, when you have an adbhut rasa, you will create your own Disneyland of joy. When your boss is banging you, you will see how beautifully his mustache goes up and down, up and down. You will pray for his wife. Like a bulldozer it is going. Alright, I'm trying to say, friends, let there be adbhuta in your life. Are you getting this? Adbhuta I've seen is, for example, all of you is good, you're laughing. Whenever I take for IT industries, people don't laugh only. I crack a joke, they look at me, huh? They study my software and hardware both. That's why my CEO charges for IT people more. One person I was taking a Lucent Technology, I was taking a workshop. He said, "Why should I smile?" He said. Then I told him, "Are you married?" He's asking, "Why should I smile? I'm cracking the best of jokes." He's just looking at me as though he's counting my teeth. Then he said, "Why should I laugh?" He says. Then I said, "Are you married?" He said, "I'm married." To make the marriage work, laugh, I said. "But why?" So I had to give him an example. You know, wife comes to the office of the husband, surprise visit, and was shocked to see, you know what? Shocked to see that the husband is keeping wife photograph. The husband is a computer engineer. Wife photograph and very happy aircraft. He's very happy. The wife says, "Sweetheart, darling, lollipop, kunji mole mole kuti. How is that my photograph is giving you so much of joy?" And the husband tells the wife in the office, whenever there's a layoff problem, tension problem, whenever a layoff problem, I just look at your photograph and I'm extremely happy, he says. "But what is the secret, sweetheart?" He says, "Whenever I have a layoff problem, tension problem, I look at a photograph. Compared to your tension, all this tension is nothing," he says. "All this tension is nothing," he says. I said, "Your wife will start doing this to you now." Arey, you know, the rate, I am telling you, please, as I'm entertaining you, I'm enlightening you. Don't forget that. As I'm entertaining you, I'm enlightening you. Right? No, have you seen the rate of divorce among the IT industry is increasing? The rate of divorce, which is the least, is where? In marketing and sales. Marketing and sales people least divorce. There's a study done by Stanford University. You know why? A marketing and sales person, before he has to close a deal, at least 19 times he gets rejected. Average 19 times before a deal is closed. And every time somebody says no to his product, he still smiles and gives his visiting card. In case your mind changes, get back to me. He's trained. Like the air hostess, however nasty you are, she's still trained to smile. 19 times on an average, he seems a deal is closed and he smiles. So when his wife says, get lost to the marketing person, he'll smile and give his visiting card. In case your mind changes, get back to me. And a known idiot is always better than an unknown idiot. Whereas you go to a computer person and wife says, get lost, he'll go to the Google and look out for options. He'll go to shadi.com, matrimonial.com. Alright? And I tell IT people, you know why I tell people? Because I don't see any adbhuta in you. There's no wow in you. When there's no wow in you, you get a bonus also. Somewhere they have to give the profit, no? I don't see any people wow. And please understand, don't kill this wonderment. Don't kill this wow. Don't kill this adbhuta rasa. See, I have a center in Zurich. And Zurich is one of the most beautiful places in the world. Alright, in Zurich, they say, right, if you see the summer is so beautiful, winter is so beautiful, it's so magical. This is the only state of Switzerland, Zurich, compared to the world, where every flat should have a nuclear basement. No other country in the world where if you have 4 flats, in the basement should have 4 nuclear basements. Alright, such a well-planned city. I've seen winters and magicals, beautiful. Every time I take a workshop, someone or the other will be in some depression. And I tell them, I created this example. I said, all of you are kings and queens, I said. And I'm saying to the audience here also. All of you are kings and queens. Yes or no? Right? Good. At least you're saying yes. They say, oh, king and queen? I know my bank balance, Swamiji, I said. Even kings also had difficult bank balances, no? They also had tremendous bank balances. They couldn't play soldiers and all that. I said, all of you are kings and queens. Somebody said, how? I said, hey, what a king and a queen had, what a king and a queen did not have, you and I have. Yes or no? What a king and a queen did not have, you and I have. King and a queen did not have a mobile, you and I have. But I'm talking about 100 years back. King and a queen did not have a computer, you and I have. King and a queen did not have a washing machine, you and I have. So what a king and a queen did not have, you and I have. So we are richer than a king and a queen. Say wow, no? Say wow. Alright? But why is that wow not really coming out from us? Why? Because you will say, what's so great about it? My neighbor also has got a mobile. This is what happens. And neighbor also has got a mobile. See, there is a deleting mechanism which comes and deletes the richness of who you are. Alright, you start deleting. The neighbor also has a mobile, no? What's so great? And therefore, please understand, that's how we invalidate the richness and the grandeur and the glory. And therefore, we don't experience the ecstasy of the present moment. So therefore, our rishis and yogis tell us this adbhuta rasa should be there with you. Sun rises, wow. Because tell me, if you and I have to create the sun, how many billions and trillions of years it will take? If you and I have to create the stars, How many billions and trillions of years it will take? If you and I have to even create a butterfly, how it is going to take? So the sun, the stars, the flora, the fauna, the butterfly is all given free of cost for us to revel and rejoice. But we all take for granted. Yes, no? And therefore there's no adbhuta at all. Everybody see the sun. And since we take for granted, why all that? We take our husband and wife also for granted, no? That's why, same wife, Swamiji, what adbhuta. One person had so much of tension, stress levels, tension built up. He went to all doctors said is psychosomatic. He went to allopathy, homeopathy, raghupathy, sitapathy, all pathis he went. All are saying psychosomatic. So therefore he went to a hypnotist. The hypnotist hypnotized him, right, gave him an affirmation, and all his psychosomatic problems disappeared. He felt so happy. But then suddenly he found he has become impotent. So wife said, don't go to allopathy, homeopathy, raghupathy, sitapathy, go to the hypnotist. He went to the hypnotist. So he told the hypnotist, I have become impotent. The hypnotist says, no problem. He gave him another affirmation. When he gave him affirmation, right, he practiced it, he became super potent. So wife said, what is that affirmation? What is the mantra he gave? He said, I won't tell anybody. Hurry, I am your legal wedded wife. What is the mantra? He said, I won't tell anybody. Then the wife always knows the husband's secrets, Where is he practicing? He practices in the bathroom. Somehow she manages in the bathroom. And this man, husband, he sits on the bathroom and he is practicing the affirmation. She is not my wife. She is not my wife. She is not my wife. He has become super potent. Your wife take for granted. Others' wife very alive. I'm saying even relationships also you take for granted. So therefore, don't kill that adbhuta. When you kill that wonderment, you're doing business. You say, wow. A customer comes to you, all of you say, wow. Customer says no to you, simply still say, wow. And tell him, get back to me. Give him the card, get back to me, I care for you. You say this now, your enthusiasm will attract people. That's why people say more than the product, people buy who is selling the product, isn't it? More than the product, people buy who is selling the product. You are enthusiastic, you are juicy, you are loving, you are alive, you are vibrant. All right? Even the person says, no, it doesn't matter, sir, please come back to me. Right? You will find your energy levels attract. You are happy, you attract happy people. I've always seen happy people attract happy people. Successful people attract successful people. In my workshops, every 2 hours there's a break. I tell them to mix around and people mess around. They mix around. In a way, I found unhappy looking people look out for unhappy looking people in the group. And they have a dialogue. Swamiji says, be happy, let him get married to my wife, then you'll know. People recommend their wives also. Still 52 years have survived. Happy people attract happy people. Drunkards attract drunkards. They go to the temple, the priest would be drunk. He'll go to such a temple only. This is called the law of attraction. I'm saying this. Keep your energy alive. Keep your energy loving, vibrant. Think successfully. Think big. Feel great about it. Even you're losing, feel great about it. That energy will create a magnetic center around you. That's why Utsaha, Lord Shiva says, creates the Utsava. So therefore, if these 9 energies, right, I'll just say, I have no time to unfold all this. Hasya, Adbhuta, Shringara, Veera, Karuna, Bhayanaka, Raudra, Bibhatsa and Shanta. If these 9 energies, I've only told 2 here, if these 9 energies are really alive and vibrant, right, a different type of fuel, like you say the fuel I saw, you got the fuel, a different fuel will happen, and with that, you go towards, speed up towards your goal now. Then please see, success, failure, both will be interesting to you. That's why Lord Krishna in the Gita says, Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha, Sukheshu vikataspraha, Vitaraga bhaya krodhaha. He says, even the most difficult situation is unruffled, he says. Dukkeshu anudvignamanaha, he says. And therefore, friends, this energy, I want you to raise it. This energy, raise it there. When you raise this energy there, what is very important, please see, you should not bring about leakage of this energy. I've got only 1.5 hours to talk, so therefore, I'll cut and edit as I'm talking. There's a leakage of energy which happens to people. This you have to check. You have to go up with speed, it is said there. Stop the leakage of energy. One of the greatest leakage of energy is people get hurt. People get hurt. I've seen, workshops, I always tell people, right, he says, Swamiji, my boss said this to me, Swamiji, I'm tremendously hurt. My boss said this to me. For people, words seem to hurt people. If I ask even you, how many of you feel unpleasant words will hurt you? Raise your hand. I'm sure most of you. Unpleasant words will hurt. Please think little deeply. I want you to think little deeply. How can an unpleasant word hurt? If somebody calls me a monkey, does the word monkey, wing like a Scud missile, come and dishku create sorrow? You may say it's my experience, it creates sorrow. But question your experience. Twinkle, twinkle, little star is our experience, no? Yes or no? But is the star little? Star is not, even though it is our experience. Sky is blue, but is the sky really blue? Sun rises in the east and sets in the west, but does the sun really rise and set? So don't only rely on your experience. So therefore, somebody says unpleasant, it hurts me. That hurting is the leakage of energy. I always tell people, please edit and audit. Like your accounts you're auditing, you audit yourself. How can an unpleasant word hurt you? If somebody calls me a monkey, what I should do? I should look here. Look here. Make sure there are no monkeys. Because some people are squint-eye. They look somewhere and say something. I doubly check up myself. Because sometimes genetical changes can happen. Because wisdom tooth comes at 50 also. And according to Darwin, we have come from monkeys. So I check up. I'm sure I'm not a monkey. I tell him, sir, go to an ophthalmologist and get your eyes checked up. Itna saral ki baat hai na? But what happens? Somebody calls you a monkey, immediately says donkey. He says buffalo, bulldog, cockroach, lizard. You get upset. Why? Because deep within you have a doubt, maybe I'm a monkey. Why should you be upset? We are not confident in our clarity. We are confident in somebody's stupidity. We are not confident in our clarity. When Mahatma Gandhi was said, are you not ashamed you are meeting the king? And Mahatma Gandhi was half naked fakir. You are meeting the king. Gandhi said, why should I be ashamed? You say, you are meeting the king. And Gandhi said, why should I be ashamed? In fact, the king is overdressed. The famous statement of Gandhi, king is overdressed. He is wearing dress for you and me, he says. And Gandhi said, nobody can take away your self-respect unless you give it away. Nobody can hurt you unless you give permission to be hurt. Now, this is the clarity you have to function to stop the leakage of running. Only then you can really speed up your drive. Or else everybody, customer saying no to you, you get hurt, you get hurt, you get hurt, and drained out, raise your stress level, heart problem, this problem, kidney problem. All this come because stress is a great killer. Madan Mohan Malya, you have heard Madan Malya? Great freedom fighter who established the Hindu Banaras University. He went to the Nizam, Nawab and Nizam, I always get confused. Nizam of Hyderabad he went, all right, and asked for donation for the Hindu Banaras University. The Nizam didn't like the word Hindu, and he said, everybody can come, but the committee has agreed to put Hindu Banaras University. It's a true story. In Madan Mohan Malya's life it is given. The Nizam gets so angry, he takes one of the shoe and throws at this respected man, Madan Mohan Malya. One shoe at him. Madan Mohan Malya takes the shoe and goes away as a souvenir and starts auctioning in the streets of Hyderabad. He puts in the paper, Nizam shoe. Nizam is very respected in Hyderabad. The Nizam came to know his shoe is being auctioned. His ego got affected because he didn't want the shoe to go to the less price. Everything in their palace is high price, no? The Nizam sent some chela to increase the price. And Madan Mohan Malia got the best prize at a shoe thrown at him. See how powerful? Even a shoe thrown at him, he could know how to use it. Because he comes from the stand, nobody can hurt me unless I give permission to be hurt. So you, as executives, as whatever you are, agents you are, as business people, you should say, no, I'm going to stop this leakage of energy. I'm not going to hurt. Hurt or upset, whether you justify it or not, is self-damaging. It's self-damaging. In Bharat Petroleum, I was taking a workshop. For a lot of these refineries, I take workshop, IOC, Bharat Petroleum, HPCL, I regularly take. In IOC, Bharat Petroleum was taking a workshop. One person got up and said, Swamiji, my boss has called me an idiot. It definitely hurts. He's screaming. I said, okay. I said, are you an idiot? Let us have reality checks, he said. Are you an idiot? He said, I'm PhD. Means what? Permanent head damage. He said, PhD, he said. I said, if you are a PhD, you cannot be an idiot. So why should you get hurt? And even if you are an idiot, it is a statement of fact. Only two options, So you are not confident in your own self, Please understand, you should be confident. You should really be confident. You should stop the leakage of energy. Like Thomas Alva Edison, 999 times, he failed in creating a bulb, but outrageously, you went there. You can speed up your drive if you stop the leakage of energy. Hurt management is very, very important for us. We get hurt by situations. We get hurt when a customer says no to you. You get hurt when you see a competitor bettering you. And this hurt brings about leakage of energy. And when the leakage of energy goes, you feel really drained. So first learn to manage your hurt properly. And once you manage your hurt properly, life becomes extremely beautiful. That's one thing which I want all of you to work there. The second thing I want you to understand is, please understand, more than physical handicap, psychological handicap cripples people. Please get this. More than physical handicap, it is psychological handicap cripples people. You go to the airport, they do what is called metal check. In fact, metal check, they do this. In fact, you should have mental check actually. You should check mind. I've seen people mentally handicapped.